Over the last few days, I have slowly been getting crankier seeing these safety campaigns pop up on LinkedIn and in the media. There actually is there's a lot about these safety slogans that genuinely frustrates me. Safety is your choice. Choose safety. Make the right choice. Because underneath those slogans sits a very simplistic understanding of how work actually happens. Workers do not make decisions in a vacuum. Organisations create the conditions people work within. They shape decisions through staffing levels, deadlines, production pressure, equipment, training, maintenance, supervision, workload, and the constant trade-offs that people have to make just to get the job done. And then after creating all of those conditions, we put a poster up telling workers to make the right choice. Really? Some organisations barely comply with basic legislative obligations, let alone provide workers with the time, tools, resources, and the support needed to consistently work safely. Then, when people adapt to those conditions, as humans naturally do, the organisation reframes the outcome as a problem with individual choice. That is not safety. That is responsibility being pushed downwards. Because human decisions are always shaped by context. People are not choosing between safe and unsafe. They're choosing between competing pressures. Production versus thoroughness. Speed versus quality. Following the procedure versus getting the work done with the resources available to them. And importantly, their actions usually make sense to them at the time. This is the part that these slogans completely miss. The worker is often navigating conditions the organisation itself created. And perhaps this is the part that frustrates me the most. If organisations genuinely want workers to make better choices, then maybe the answer is not another slogan. Maybe the answer is better working conditions, better staffing, better planning, better equipment. What about some better supervision? More realistic workloads, less fatigue, less chronic operational pressure, and environments where people can actually speak up without fear. Because human performance is shaped by conditions. You cannot place people inside systems full of pressure, friction, resource constraints, and competing goals, and then act surprised when the decisions reflect those realities. What organisations often call poor choices are frequently symptoms of poor systems. Workers are usually doing the best they can with the conditions that they have been given. So, if you truly want better decisions at the front line, then improve the environment those decisions are being made within. Don't just demand better choices, create the conditions that make better choices possible. Because real safety is not built through safety slogans, it's built through operational honesty, through leaders willing to ask, what pressures are shaping work? What trade-offs are people making? And what part is the organisation playing in those decisions? The real question is not, why didn't the worker make the right choice? The real question is, why was that the choice the system left available to them in the first place?